Hey guys, Papa Pete back again today. Another episode of Old Guys and Old Games, and this is one I've been really looking forward to for a little while because I am going to show to you today a game that's been recently announced by the Immortal John Hancock, programmed by Brian's Man Cave, Brian Pudden himself, and that is Block'em Sock'em, a game that John had created and released quite a while ago on the Sega Genesis originally, and it's been ported over to a ton of games since, like the MSX, the ColecoVision, the Atari Jaguar, the SNES, what else? I look at the 7800, and even the Evercade, right? So that's not even all of them, I don't think. But this game is now finally coming to the Intellivision, and it's making its debut this weekend coming. So I'm recording this on September 25th, and later on this weekend this game will be available at PRGE, Portland Retro Gaming Expo in Portland, Oregon. John will be there in booth number 1009, I believe it is, selling 50 copies of this game, numbered and autographed by himself. Man, it's just so neat to see the very first homebrew from John Hancock, right? And of course, Brian, we know Brian's work from Brian's Man Cave, does some fantastic stuff, has made a lot of great games over the last few years, and he got together with John on this. There's all kinds of different people involved with this project. Yundere does the music, of course, your standard people, your Steve Jones and your Mark Thompson and Phil Boland about overlays and manuals and fantastic stuff. Fantastic work by the homebrew community, of which John, you may not be aware, has been involved with quite a bit. I was out at PRGE last year, met John at the Intellivision Revolution booth, so it was really great, and it's great to see such a tight-knit community in the Intellivision world, right? So anyway, guys, this game, yes, is available at PRGE, but it's also going to be available afterwards. You can actually go, and I'll put the link down below in the description. There's an Atari Age forum post where you can reserve a copy, pre-order a copy basically, to have after PRGE is over. There's going to be 50 copies sold at PRGE, and there's going to be another 50 copies at least available for sale later. If the demand is high enough, there'll be even more than that. So, you know, it doesn't get any better than that. Nobody's going to go without, hopefully, if you want this game. But I do recommend, if you want to get in that first wave, maybe you should go put your reservation in now, or at least pick it up very shortly after PRGE, again, by following that link down below. And talking about Brian, his games, by all means, check out briansmancave.com. I'll put a link to that below as well, and you can check all kinds of his other games there. You can buy ROMs, you can buy Coco is in the basket here. You can buy also some physical copies of games like his most recent one, Napoleonic Wars. Fantastic game, sort of Stratego based, right? So check that out. You get that autograph from Brian, complete inbox set. So again, that link is down below. The link to reserve your copy of Block'em Sock'em is down below. But right now, let's get to some gameplay. All right, here we go. Alright guys, here we are. Let's play a little bit of Block'em Sock'em. The box art is just a little depiction that I put on here for the show and the video. It may differ a little bit when you get your actual copy, but I love this box. This is great. I'm sure whatever the final version is will be beautiful too. So let's play a little bit and get right into it. Gotta love the first couple splash screens. Brian's Man Cave, of course. And follow right up by, didn't time that quite right, Immortal John Hancock. So listen up.
Block'em Sock'em.
That is John. Okay, Brian had John do the recording, so any of the voices you hear in this game are actually John. This takes full advantage of the IntelliVoice capabilities, right? So if you use your IntelliVoice when you get your physical copy, it will work. You'll hear those voices. And let's take a look at the credits first. Look at some of the people who are involved with this game. I always like to look at the credits. And Brian almost always puts great credits in his games too, so I really appreciate that. So it's always worth looking at the fantastic people who bring these games to us. So program, graphics by Brian, music, like I said, Yundere, Aiden Toledo, fantastic work on things. The manual by Mark Thompson. Box design is Steve Jones. You see these names over and over again. They do a lot of work in the community, let me tell you. Overlays by Phil Boland. And then look at these special thanks, right? The who's who in the Intellivision homebrew community. You got Oscar Toledo, Aiden Toledo, Harvey Decline from 511 Under Productions, Brad Dillon, Jonathan Hirschberger, you know who that guy is, even if you don't, Willie Muller, and Michael Bergeron. Great playtester right there. Mike does a great job playtesting these games. And then, of course, the game design, that was the company that did the original Genesis version. But let's get into the Intellivision version, and you'll take a look at the first couple levels, because, of course, this game is 25 levels, the same as the original. All of the levels from the original versions are in this version, which is great to see. I have not played any of the other ones. I've played just a couple of very easy ones, and I guarantee I'm not going to go very far into this, so I don't want to spoil anything for anybody, but we will take a look at the first 3 and maybe into the 4th, because I probably won't be able to get by that anyway for now. But all right, let's take a look. Okay, so there I am. I'm John down at the bottom of the screen. I can move back and forth. There's no time limit on this, okay? It's not timed. You can take your time. And the goal, you see at the top, is to get down to 4 blocks left on the screen. The number of moves that I have left, or tosses, is 32. Or, no, that's the blocks that are left are 32. And then the number of tosses I have left is 10. So I can throw my block up in the air 10 times, and I have to get it down to 4 blocks left. So how do I get rid of them? Well, I start off with this white one here, which is sort of like a starred one in other versions of the game, and it will take out any one single color until it hits the second color, and then it swaps out for that one. You'll see what I mean right here. I'm just going to go right off the get-go. I'm going to go over this arrow because it's sort of a complicated spot, and bang. It goes across. It puts a blue one in where when it hit the first different color and threw that color back at me. So now I have a red one. I'll go over here. I'm going to throw it right up this one. Now this one is going to go clear up. There's no other color there, so it bounces right back at me as red. Over here, we're going to get rid of a couple more red ones. It's going to drive a red one up in there, and it gives me back a green one. So now I got to start getting rid of the green. I've got 7 tosses left. And again, this game gets more and more difficult as you play, right? I've got 5 tosses left. We'll get rid of some more here. Go with blue. This will give me a yellow block. I'm going to go right here. Gives me a green one. 3 tosses left. I'm down to 5 up there. I'll toss right up in here.
You did it!
You did it! That was John's voice too, guys. And I've beaten the first level. Again, the first level is very easy. Let's see how we do in the second one. And again, this is sort of neat. Those arrows are kind of cool, right? How it'll go up and it will deflect it. As long as it's still hitting the same color, it'll keep going. So in this case, this white block will be whatever color I hit first. So it'll go blue the whole way up through. It should put a blue one up where that green one is, and I'll get a green one back. You watch this. And that's exactly what happened. Now I'm going to go over to this far side. I'm going to do the same thing over here. This should give me a red one back. Puzzles. There just aren't many puzzle games being made anymore, right? And yes, this is going to introduce you and get you feeling, knowing the game. Gives you the feel of the game, these first couple simpler levels, right? Same thing here. You look at this. This will go around the corner and get all those green ones. I'll get a yellow one back. Now, if I went up here, I would get a green one back. But if I go here, it'll go clear up through and bounce back the yellow one, which is a better idea. I'll do that and go right here. Okay? So what am I going to do here? I can go up this way. I have 3 tosses after this one. Now it gives me a white one because whenever there are no legal moves left, it gives you that starred block. And I don't think it even cost me a toss, but what I can do now is, if I go here, and I'll go right here, and it'll get rid of those 2 yellow ones.
You did it!
Won the level, just like that. So that's pretty cool. All right, on to level 3. This one's a little tougher. We'll go up. You see it goes around the corner here. It'll give me a red one, drive a blue one up there. I'll do the same thing here. This is going to give me a green one back. So where from here? Let's go here. I'm going back here. I got 22 tosses still. So the levels, like I say, as they get more advanced, more difficult, more complicated, you get more tosses, but you still got to get back down to the same goals, right? Where do I go from here? Let's go here. That'll give me a yellow one. And this should just give you the... That'll give you a green one back, right? And clear that spot out, so that's a good thing. Let's go over here. And I'll get yellow again. Blue. Let's go over here. Now I'm thinking I should just get rid of these now while I can, because it costs me a toss, but it gets those blocks right out of there. This will give me back a red one. I'm going to do the same thing over here. Still got 12 tosses. This will give me a green one. Now, if I get rid of this green one here, it'll give me a white one back. Right on. So I'm going to try this. 9 tosses. I get rid of a blue. And 7 tosses. I'm doing all right. I'll get rid of that blue one. And now this should take it down to enough, I think.
You did it!
Won the level. So you've probably seen these levels before. I've never beaten the next level. I'm going to show you just a little bit of it, and then I'm going to move on, because like I said, this is as far as I want to go in a video like this. But man, it's a neat little game. And you can see this is getting a little bit more complicated. Where do I go? I'm going to try this over here first. Gives me yellow. I'll try this one, because that gives me a big wave, and it should give me a red one back. Do that. Oh, now that's red, so I can't get anything at that. Oh, what do I do here? Look, I get this yellow one up in here. I got 4 tosses left. Oh, I got a blue one though. I think I should get rid of this one. Oh, but what did that do me? It put a red one up in there. Two tosses. I don't see how I can get anything here. I haven't got that one figured out yet. And there, that's a neat splash screen when you lose, right? And then you can choose. You can choose to end and start over, or you can continue. If I hit the continue button, as you'll see right here, it starts right over at that level again. So that's pretty neat. But that is Block'em Sock'em, a neat, very neat game that's really very well suited for the Intellivision as well. So let's get back over to the other screen here. Right there. Might be able to... Nope, music stopped there. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I really do enjoy that game. And again, once again, this is available this weekend, or or if you're watching this later, was available at PRGE from John Hancock at booth 1009 at PRGE. They're $50 for the game. If you order it after the fact, of course, it's $50. That's US plus shipping, of course. But if you pick it up at the convention, I mean, there you go. I myself, no, I'm not going to the convention, but I've got mine all taken care of, and my buddy Luke, the Intellivision Collector, is picking mine up for me, and I'm going to get it from him sometime this fall. But really, really happy to support John and Brian and these, and I really appreciate the work that they do for the community and bringing games like this to all of us who love to play them so much. So once again, check it out. Check out John Hancock's site, the Immortal John Hancock. You know, everybody knows him. Fantastic YouTuber, great videos. And of course, Brian's Man Cave, great YouTube channel as well. Check him out, and check out also briansmancave.com for some of his other games. Man, this is great. I love to see these new Intellivision homebrew games. Well, guys, that's it for today's video. Thanks so much for spending a little bit of time with us here today. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, because it really does help the channel quite a bit. And we will see you in the next video. And if you're going to PRGE, have a great time. You take care.
Papa Pete, the old ass gamer. Papa Pete, the old ass gamer. If you have been
Hey guys, this is Brian from Brian's Man Cave, and you're watching Papa Pete, the old ass gamer.
What the hell?